Yep, because you got ugly and fat. Now you're going to pretend like it's because you came up with a whole plan and you talked to him and you made him respect you. Nope. You're just ugly and fat. And those tattoos don't look so good on you anymore because you're not 25. That's what it is. And you're out here trying to give a bunch of advice to a bunch of other men so they can also become losers, like the way you've beaten down your husband, and they can stop groping their beautiful wives. And then it can be a normal thing that men don't do that. It's not just because you got ugly and fat. It's because you've taught men how to behave. Yeah, men don't grope women and lust after them because it's a natural male instinct that has propagated the survival of species. No, they're doing it because of toxic masculinity, and they haven't been taught any better. Women need to stop trying to teach men things, first of all, okay? Look at how well that turned out in the Bible. Now we're here being run by satanic Jewish pedophiles. Great, awesome, awesome, okay? Rule number 1, ladies, don't listen to an ugly woman. Got it? Ugly women are not to be trusted. They want to destroy you and your relationships because they're ugly. So they can't stand to see good-looking women prosper. So number 1, you have to stop with the bullshit. Everybody's beautiful. Some people are ugly, okay? And it's like God's warning you, don't listen to this goblin. Number 1. Number 2, don't listen to fat women, which kind of ties into ugly, but not every fat woman is ugly, but a lot of ugly women are fat. Okay? But just don't listen to fat women either. Fat women will always tell you the best way to lose weight, which already is like...
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Raw Reacts. I got a great episode for today, but I need you to like, comment, subscribe. I ain't gonna waste no time. I love these kind of videos. She finna go in, she finna cook. Let's go, baby.
Welcome to the Leonardo Joni Show. Today, we're gonna be talking about retarded women, which some of you might say is redundant. But I guarantee you, we're not all retarded. Just some of us, especially those of us that have been totally had by the Marxist feminist agenda that has pretty much destroyed women's brains. We'll be starting with a few topics today. The first one we'll be starting is this video I came across that was covered by Woman Propaganda. That's the guy, right? He does a lot of reaction videos if you guys want to follow him on X. He's got some great takes.
Shout out to Woman Propaganda.
They're what would be considered conservative takes, but like actual conservative takes, not this gay fake conservative takes where they're like, we like trans people that vote Republican. It's like actual funny stuff. So he found this video on TikTok, which I thought was kind of unbelievable. And I want to talk about it because, listen, when I do this stuff, I'm trying to warn other women who might be misled by goblins like this. Okay. Rule number 1, ladies, don't listen to an ugly woman. Got it? Ugly women are not to be trusted. They want to destroy you and your relationships because they're ugly.
Oh, man.
So they can't stand to see good-looking women prosper. So number 1, you have to stop with the bullshit. Everybody's beautiful. Some people are ugly, okay? And it's like God's warning you, don't listen to this goblin. Number 1. Number 2, don't listen to fat women, which kind of ties into ugly, but not every fat woman is ugly, but a lot of ugly women are fat. Okay? But just don't listen to fat women either. Fat women will always tell you the best way to lose weight, which already is like... So let's just take the...
I want your wife to start walking around half naked again, then stop trying to jump her every time she is. My husband loves when I walk around in my underwear, but there was a time I couldn't even get dressed in the same room out of fear of being grabbed and fondled.
Was that time when you were younger and hot?
Oh.
She's about to tell you that she trained her husband how to not touch her, and the truth is, she just got ugly and fat. That's actually what happened. And now she wants to make it like, oh, that was my idea. I didn't really like being touched and grabbed.
That's what he did to get me to act more like I did when we first started dating. First, he had to make me feel comfortable enough. Now, it's no secret. You love getting a little glimpse of your wife changing or showering, but do you always have to act like a little boy who just got the last cookie from the cookie jar? My husband stopped trying to jump me every single time I was half naked. My husband loves when I walk.
Once again, because you got ugly and fat. That's why. I don't know what you think you did. All right, let's just finish this up.
Getting ready in front of the bathroom mirror. He stopped.
Just cheat, bro. Just cheat on her.
She said he stopped. I'm just going to mute him because I don't have the original video, but I want to talk about. I mean, this guy's funny, by the way. But I want to read what she says here. Okay. He stopped smothering me with his words and groping me every time I was getting ready in front of the mirror, grabbing my vagina on the outside of my clothes, or making sure I saw or felt his heart on every time he got one. By the way, most women don't want any of this. Stop speaking for us. You're ugly. Don't tell me what I want.
And I'm glad it's a woman finally saying it, because I see it so many times online where these women try to speak for all these other women. And I'm always saying, speak for yourself. If you don't like that, that's you that don't like that. Don't speak for everybody else, man. For real, man. Also, I don't care how she tries to spin this thing. This just shows that you're not attracted to your husband. That's what this shows, man. Because if you were attracted to him, you wouldn't mind him slapping your ass or grabbing that cooch. You wouldn't mind that at all. You would have no complaints about that.
What I want. Show more confidence and less desperation. Bro, I really hope to God that this woman's not actually married. And if she is married, I don't know, man. That poor guy has been totally beat down
pretty much
by a below mid. Let's zoom in on that. I mean, look at that, huh? Look at that. She's talking about to the guy be less desperate and more confident. Where are you getting where are these ugly women getting their confidence from? I want to know. Seriously. Fat women, I know, they get their confidence from black dudes and Puerto Ricans.
Hey.
But ugly women.
Hey.
What is it? Is it the Mexicans that are coming in and hitting on you that make you think you're special? Mexicans can't see your face because they can't recognize different faces on white people, just the same way we can't recognize different faces on them. So they just see blonde hair, they think she must be hot.
My black brothers, we got to raise our standards, man. They caught on to us, man. I can't even include us in the us part because I don't really date fat chicks, but she's absolutely right. A lot of these women walk around with this false confidence because dudes are horny. Dudes are desperate. Dudes are thirsty. You know what I mean? And even the fat girls are walking around with this false confidence, man. And a lot of it is from the black guys and the Puerto Rican guys and the Mexican guys. They're known for dating the heavier than usual women. I can't lie. I can't say that she's lying about that. I mean, she had to say it, but hey, we podcasting, baby. Let's go.
Recognize different faces on them. So they just see blonde hair, they think she must be hot. Okay, she says this thing, which is the most ridiculous thing ever. She says, no woman likes to see your heart on every... That's a lie, dude. Now, if I'm riding the subway and some grizzled, mentally ill, homeless guy wants to show me his heart on, no, I don't want to see that. But my husband, the one that I married, the one that I'm supposed to be attracted to, the one who's supposed to be attracted to me, yeah, I want to see his heart on. I want to know that he still gets hot for me.
She got a point.
I want to know that I'm still attractive to him. How can that be a bad thing? This is what happens when women don't have any problems. They have to invent them. She literally has everything. How do I know? Look at the sleeve tattoos. She probably runs some bake shop in a liberal town like Portland that charges $7 for a cupcake, totally detached from reality.
She's cooking.
So now she's got to invent problems. My husband gropes me too much. I can't. I don't think she's attracted to her husband. That's what I think the problem is.
That is what it is.
She's attracted to her husband, and she doesn't want his sexual advances. So she's going to make up this story for manipulation, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you want me to start walking around naked again, stop groping me. Well, what's the point then? What is he supposed to do? It's just about power and control. I just want you to know. This is about women needing to beat down men, needing to make them feel small because there's something she doesn't want to be with him. Okay, here we go. I'm going to let it out here, okay? Because this kind of shit pisses me off. There are a lot of women who marry dudes because they provide a kind of financial security for them.
Facts.
And I'm not saying there's something wrong, right? Because this is a natural dynamic, right? Men marry women for the biological opportunity that they create for them to have their kids under the assumption that you're going to be loyal to them, which even that's going out the window now, right? So that they can trust that their kids are theirs, right? And women marry men who can provide for the offspring that they're going to give them, okay? Very natural for a woman to not want a loser. So let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's important for women to find a good, stable man who can provide for them. However, we have a grossly materialistic culture, and everything is so inflated price-wise that now women have completely disregarded any other kind of concerns and are just looking at how much money can this person provide. So this happens a lot. You have a lot of chicks in their young age just banging everything along the way, right? And a lot of it is because of propaganda that they've downloaded into their brains that tells them that if they want to be liberated, they need to be free whores, right?
I say this all the time. Women are followers, man. As much as they say they want to be leaders, women are in mass are followers. And in the West, there's the Sexual Liberation Act that's pushing them to sleep with, have these extra high body counts, be messing with dudes that they're not, having babies by dudes that they're not even actually in relationships with and all kinds of stuff. But then later in life, when she realizes that those guys that she's been banging ain't worth a damn, she goes and tries to get with the financially secure guy. And a lot of the times the guy falls for it, straight up. But then he gets tied in because she doesn't actually really like him. She's not actually really attracted to him. So now he's in a sexless marriage. But she's cooking though. I'm gonna let her finish, guys. I'm sorry.
They need to be free whores, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least whores charge money for giving their body away. You are doing it for 2 drinks. Once they get through with that, they go, oh shit, I need to find a man who's going to not cheat on me and is going to be there around. And then they'll usually pick a guy who's not a winner, but's got stability and financial stability that he can provide. So that means they're usually not very sexually attracted to the guy, and they're willing to put up with it for the money. So it's just another class of prostitution, right? Then what happens, right? What they'll put out in the beginning, right? They're selling the product and all that. Then they get married. They're locked in, and they're like, "Don't touch me. I don't want you to touch me," because you have a deep hatred of your man. And a resentment. You resent him because you think he's pathetic and weak because he didn't see through your little act that you're just using him for his money. It's pretty gross, actually. It's pretty freaking gross. So when women react like this to a man, it's usually a man that they got into a relationship with for some other reason than love and attraction. That's the truth. That's the fucking truth.
She's not lying.
Because when you love your man, you want him to touch you because you want to know that he desires you. Women, we can't really build our self-esteem by ourselves. We can't. Sorry, I know we can't. That's why we're social creatures. We need social approval. We need that to make us feel good. That's why hot women usually have higher confidence than ugly women. Now, we live in a perverted society that praises ugly, fat lesbians, but aside from that, the truth of the matter is that usually the more attention you get from society as a woman for your beauty, the higher your confidence is. This is why ugly women like this will attack beautiful women. They're trying to take them down.
Yeah.
Okay? Then she says this thing. Stop groping me. Stop smothering me with his words. That's such a female thing to say. You're smothering me with your words. The words that say, I love you, and I'm attracted to you, and you're what I want, and that's why I married you, those, smothering me with his words. You're a whore. You don't deserve a stable man. You deserve to be ran through for the rest of your life, just like you were in your early 20s. Let your sleeve tattoo tells us. She's going to leave this guy. She's going to leave him. That's what's going to happen. You know, the poor guy is going to put up with, men put up with a lot. I'm just going to tell you this. Men are usually not the ones that end relationships. They are usually the ones that cheat.
Oh, wait a minute.
Modern age.
She is cooking. She's cooking. And I really don't want to interrupt her. But women cheat more than men do. I have to let you guys know that. I have to let that be known. Women cheat more than men do. They just don't get caught. Okay? I remember this analogy this older dude taught me when I was younger. He basically told me that men, when they cheat, they got to pull their pants down. When you try to run with your pants down, what happens? You fall down, you get caught, you get tripped up. You know what I'm saying? A woman, all she got to do is lift her dress up. She lift her dress up, she can run off. She ain't gonna get caught. She can run off with that dress. Straight up. And that made a whole lot of sense to me. It made a whole lot of sense to me. And basically what it means is that it's much easier for a woman to cheat. That's what that means, for real. That's a fact. It is a whole lot easier for women to cheat. You know, another fact is that when they do cheat, they're rarely held accountable. It's always some kind of reason, especially with other women's reason that they will try to justify for why this girl cheated. Or the woman herself, she'll try to justify for why she cheated. I wasn't getting what I needed in my relationship. I wasn't just, it's always some kind of reason or excuse. But always remember that. Women cheat more than men. Let's continue, guys.
Modern age, everybody's doing it. Men will cheat because they'll feel like they need to go get their physical needs met, but they don't want to leave their woman. They have a strong sense of loyalty. They're like dogs. They're very loyal, okay? So he's going to put up with all this stuff, and we live in this, feminist tyranny, which doesn't afford him any rights, and also makes him feel like he needs to cater to every one of his wife's whims, or he's a loser. This is a mistake, guys. This is a mistake. You need to have clear boundaries, and you need to let her know, I'm going to grope you anytime you want. If you don't like it, go pay rent somewhere.
Facts.
Within reason, okay? Obviously, if your wife's sick or she's sad or something, you got to control yourself, okay? Obviously. I'm, being a little facetious. But this idea that, here's this other thing she said. It's so pathetic and patronizing. Here we go, okay? Let's just watch this part one more time.
No secret, you love getting a little glimpse of your wife changing or showering, but do you always have to act like a little boy?
Yes! Yes, because he's so excited he got you. Men are visual creatures. Women can't understand this. Women, we're not really visual creatures. And I can't blame us. Have you ever seen balls? They're nothing to look at. It's
Oh my
nothing
God.
good. Men's bodies, they're lumpy and weird. Women, you know, we have a shape, we have a form, we have a silk most of the time. Some of you are eating yourselves into oblivion. Let's cut that out. But women, naturally, they have this, it's called feminine beauty. It projects fertility, all the things of life. And men love that. They've been biologically programmed to be visually stimulated. Thank God. Thank God. Because women, we can't handle rejection. Imagine if you got naked and your husband was like, oh, can you put some clothes on?
Oh my God.
Then you would feel bad. Then we'd have a whole other video about how your husband's taking down your self-esteem. See, your husband gave you too much self-esteem. Now, what you don't understand is your husband knows that you're ugly. He just loves you, so he's never going to tell you that. And he's grown to love you so much that you become attractive in his eyes. And he is showing you that through his affection and his attention. And you're shaming him for that? You deserve the life of lesbian cat solitude that's coming to you.
Oh boy.
Just got the last cookie from the cookie jar. My husband stopped trying to jump me every single time I was half naked.
Yeah, because you got ugly and fat. That's it. Yep. Because you got ugly and fat. Now you're going to pretend like it's because you came up with a whole plan and you talked to him and you made him respect you. Nope. You're just ugly and fat. And those tattoos don't look so good on you anymore because you're not 25.
Oh my God.
That's what it is. And you're out here trying to give a bunch of advice to a bunch of other men so they can also become losers, like the way you've beaten down your husband, and they can stop groping their beautiful wives. And then it can be a normal thing that men don't do that. It's not just because you got ugly and fat. It's because you've taught men how to behave. Yeah, men don't grope women and lust after them because it's a natural male instinct that has propagated the survival of species. No, they're doing it because of toxic masculinity, and they haven't been taught any better. Women need to stop trying to teach men things, first of all, okay? Look at how well that turned out in the Bible. Now we're here being run by satanic Jewish pedophiles. Great, awesome.
And I'm going to cut it right there, guys. But she is cooking, man. I'm going to leave a link to the original video in the comments or in the description. But she is really cooking right here. And like I said, I always like the videos where it's a woman, because then you can't really say misogynist and you can't really say woman hater and all this shit because it's coming from a woman. It's coming from an actual woman. So it would be literally like self-hate, which I doubt that this woman has at all. But she is hilarious. She articulates very, very well. I need to know what y'all think about this though, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, baby.